Hello and welcome to this yoga foundational video for the yoga asana half split or Ardha Hanumanasana. This is a great pose for stretching and lengthening the hamstring and working actually on balance. That's where I find it very, very beneficial as well. So let's go ahead and get right into it. For half splits, we will be starting in a low lunge position. So a low lunge position here with our back knee back and our front knee over our ankle, leaning into that stretch into the front hip of the back leg. This is our low lunge. So this is our starting point for Ardha Hanumanasana half split. So you can bring your hands to heart center. And when we move into this position, what we'll do is start to hinge forward, straightening that front foot. Now, at this point, you might want to move your foot a little forward, depending on how flexible you are. And this is something to remember. Always remember that the pose that you're going for is the pose that's right for your body. It's not the pose that looks a certain way or you have in your head should be any way. It's just what feels good in your body is the perfect pose for you. So for half splits, our front foot will be inching forward and our front leg will be yearning towards a lengthened, straightened position. Now, the back foot and leg is going to stay in alignment where your hip will be over your knee. We don't want to go further back or forward. Now we're trying to keep that hip over the knee as we hinge forward at the hips, keeping that spine long. And you can see right here, if you have your hands in prayer center, you can work on balance in this pose. So you're hinging forward, bringing that belly toward the thigh. Front knee is bent as needed. You can also forget the balance part, bring your hands to the floor, or if this helps, to blocks, bring the floor up to you, because you don't want to compromise that spine. So for those of you that might have some spinal issues, blocks might be a good idea, as well as remembering you don't want to be rounding that spine at all. So bringing that belly toward the thigh. Now, some people, bendy people, can go ahead and bring their front leg completely straight and their belly flat on the thigh and round down. We are not going to do that in this video because I am not able to do that with my back. This is not how I do this Ardha Hanuman. So I can use the blocks. I keep my back hip over my knee. My front knee is straight to accommodate that straight back, and I'm still getting a really nice stretch in that hamstring. So I'm going to go ahead and walk my blocks out and come to my little sweet spot where it's not painful, but it really just feels good. Now, as I said, this can be a balance posture, and that's where I like to take this because I am always working on balance. At my age 60, I do not want to fall. Balance is very important to me, so I take advantage of that anywhere I can. So I keep my hands at heart center as I hinge forward at the hips, bringing the belly toward the thighs, however far I can do that. Any given day, it's always different every day. And I'm balancing here. Breathing here, focusing here. Or to take it further, you could go ahead and choose your depth. Ardha Hanuman, half splits. There you have it. So in review, we'll go ahead and do it on the other side. Front foot is forward, knee is over the ankle, back foot is in a lunge position, knee is back behind you, starting in our low lunge here with a nice stretch in the front hip of the back leg. For Ardha Hanuman, half splits, bring your hands to heart center and begin to straighten that front leg, bringing the back hip over the knee. You might want to inch that front foot forward to find your comfort level, your sweet spot. Front knee is slightly bent or a lot bent. Spine is lengthened, crown is lengthened, and you're hinging at the hips, bringing that belly toward the thighs or to the thighs if that's how flexible you are. But toward the thighs, feeling a stretch in the hamstring and working here on balance. Come out, we just roll forward onto that front foot, back to our lunge, and there we have it. Ardha Hanuman half splits. Thanks for joining me.